After eating our way through Chiang Mai, we rode for an hour over to a local elephant resort in the lush green mountains of Thailand. And unfortunately, when we were there, we had a bit of a microphone malfunction, so over 50% of our footage lacks audio. So alas, that is why I'm here right now giving you a full recap of our experience at the elephant resort. So we decided to book a riverside bungalow, meaning we could hear all the sounds of the river and the jungle straight from our room. And the bungalow is what I'd call perfectly simple. So it had all the things that you would need for a comfortable stay, like Wi-Fi, fresh linens, an air conditioning unit. But I feel like the room really focused on showcasing the surroundings. So it had these big floor-to-ceiling windows with views of the river and also an outdoor patio where we actually found a little furry friend snoozing the day away. He was literally the cutest and cuddliest little cat we've ever met. But moving in from the patio, the room had 2 beds, a queen and a twin. So technically the room could have fit 3 people, but of course that time around it was just the 2 of us. And then lastly, tucked in the corner was a private bathroom with a hot shower, a toilet, and a sink. So like I said, it was perfectly simple, and it really did encourage us and got us excited to go outside, especially when we peek out through the windows and there are just these elephants casually roaming around the property. And so once we got there, like I said, they had these huge windows in the room, and we just saw like dozens of people flowing down the river on these handmade bamboo rafts, and they looked like they were having the time of their lives. And we were like, you know what, we want to go on this bamboo raft too. And luckily for us, this bamboo raft ride was one of the many experiences that was provided by the elephant resort we were staying at. So all we really had to do was walk to the front desk and tell them we were interested in this bamboo ride, and literally like the next thing we knew, they were putting us in the back of a pickup truck and we were riding along the river up to the beginning point of the bamboo raft ride. We're currently on the back of a pickup truck in this little makeshift seating area, and we're riding over to the river. So we went upstream so that we can essentially ride downstream.
Yeah, and we have just made it to the bamboo raft area.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna hop out. I think one of my favorite parts of this experience, before we even get started, is looking at their rafts. They have them all piled up and they're all in the water as well.
It's about 8 strips of bamboo just wrapped together with, I believe, some cord.
Yeah, I trust it.
Yeah, it works. It floats, so yeah.
It looks like it's tied together with rubber from a tire. Very resourceful.
Yeah, they reuse everything.
Wow.
So pretty. We have just begun our voyage down the river, and it's probably around 4 in the afternoon, and the sun is just shining beautifully and casting so much wonderful light through the trees and through the leaves. Everything is just green and golden, and it's actually reminding me a lot of Colombia, at least in the mountainous landscape. But this is amazing. I love feeling the water come through the bamboo raft and splash onto my body as we go.
So at first when I was seeing these rafts, I thought it was a little bit unnecessary how long they were, but we just went through like our first big rapid, and honestly you didn't even notice a thing because the bamboo is so long, it can just go over it like it's nothing.
resort's restaurant and ordered some delicious but very spicy Thai food, and our little kitty friend even joined us, and I decided to order tom yum, which was the fiery dish that brought flames to my mouth. And if you have never tried tom yum before, it is a spicy lemongrass shrimp soup, although I got it with full seafood. And like we've mentioned before, everything is just a little more spicy in Thailand, and so it was literally one of those dishes where it's so spicy and your mouth is on fire, but it tastes so good, so you just keep eating and eating until you're sweating buckets and your eyes are bulging out and your heart is racing. But like at the end of the meal, you just feel like it's so worth it. Anyways, Chad got a dish that was far less spicy. He got this like pork stir fry with cashews, and it was honestly a little bit sweet, and it was really delicious. And if you've been following our channel for a little bit, you know that we always split every single meal down the middle. So we would eat half of our entrees and then we would, you know, switch plates. And that evening, Chad would not switch plates with me. He like ate a couple spoonfuls of the soup and he was like, that is just too much. And so I ended up having to eat the whole thing by myself, which I did do in the end, which I was, you know, it's quite a big accomplishment, especially knowing me and my spice tolerance for Thailand is not that high. But honestly, it was a fantastic meal, and we wrapped up the night because the next day was our big day with the elephants. So the following morning, we began our day with what the resort calls an elephant wake-up call. So essentially a mahout, which is a traditional elephant keeper. They brought an elephant straight to our back patio, and it was so exciting because before the elephant even arrived, someone dropped off this massive sack of corn, which is one of their favorite foods. And then literally like 10 minutes later, a mahout came with this gorgeous female Asian elephant, and we had this really special moment of being able to feed her straight from our room. And essentially they're just so hungry and so excited to eat, you have to like kind of slow down the eating process so that she can enjoy every single bite. So like one by one, we gave her these cobs of corn, and she eats the whole thing. And it's so cool because her trunk is literally like an arm, and she's just grabbing the corn straight from your hand or from the table. And it was so cool interacting with such a magnificent creature. And oh my goodness, beginning the day with that, it really did put us in such a happy and joyous mood. And then like once we were done, we were waving goodbye, and then it just got us so stoked for all the upcoming activities for that day. I think now it is time for our morning breakfast. We're gonna go enjoy their complimentary buffet. Our main event of our time there was what I kind of envisioned as a spa and wellness day for the elephants. So we would first go and feed them all their favorite foods, which were bananas, bamboo, and corn. And then we would take them on a little walk around the forest and then end with a refreshing bath in the river, complete with a full body exfoliation.
Yeah, baby eat a little bit food. It's so cute.
Yeah, so
Yeah. She jockey very strong, eh? Bye. You look. Yeah.
So a little bit of history and also just a little bit of information about the place we decided to stay. Asian elephants have been a tremendous part of the Thai culture for hundreds and hundreds of years. And going into our Thailand trip, we researched a number of different elephant resorts that offered ethical experiences with rescued elephants. And historically, of course, elephants were used as work animals and tools in Thailand, but as time progressed, elephant resorts and sanctuaries around the country have essentially been rescuing these domesticated elephants in hopes of giving them a brighter future. The elephant resort we stayed with provided full transparency of how they got their elephants, how they care for their elephants on a daily basis, and how they house them in an ethical but safe manner. And it was after reading all about their practices that we chose to stay with them, and we were overjoyed to see in person the heartwarming relationship these elephants did have with their keepers. And what was really funny was they had the same kind of playful relationship an owner would have with a dog or a cat. They were just prancing around with such innocence and joy, and it really did make us so happy knowing that they were rescued for a far better life. Whoops.
Yeah, she love banana.
Oh, she likes
Oh,
Oh my, that's a big
banana
bite.
smoothie.
I think what I've learned most from this experience is that it really is like hanging out with a mom and a toddler.
The mom is loving the food.
Yeah, the mom is taking this time to eat and rest, and the baby is letting out all the energy.
Wait, no.
We are currently walking down a pretty steep hill to go and meet the elephants in the water. Oh my gosh!
I'll never get old.
Get a kiss from both sides.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Thank you. 1, 2, 3.
Quick stop at the souvenir shop.
To get our Thailand ornament, of course we had to go with the elephants because we had so much fun bathing them, giving them the best spa day of their lives. And I went with this orangish color just because it does remind me of a lot of the fruit and flowers here in Thailand. It's such a vibrant country. I wanted that to be showcased in the ornament, and I think it's gonna make such a lovely addition to our collection.
That elephant bathing experience was so memorable because I've always heard that elephants are incredibly intelligent, but getting to witness it in person was just so cool because I could see that baby elephant honestly acting like a newborn baby human. It was just playing along, especially with its caretaker, and the mother was just grazing, eating, kind of not paying attention to the newborn, but they were just so smart. They could just really, I felt like they understood us. But now it is the afternoon and we're actually taking a walk to a nearby, I believe it's like a sister company to the place that we're staying. But it's just a really nice walk in the mountains and it's just really brisk and beautiful out.
We have walked over to the sister company of Taiwan Riverside, and over here they also have a restaurant, and we get the most beautiful view of not only the river but also the valley and the surrounding mountains. So honestly, I think this is even better, and prices are a little bit cheaper here. We got a massive spread of food tonight. We started off with a shrimp pad thai, but we also got some fried squid that has this like sweet and sour dipping sauce, and then we also have some mushrooms, which I have been loving so much here. They put like big king oyster mushrooms in literally everything, and they've been like my favorite things to eat. And then we got several different drinks. We got a Singa beer for Chad. We also have a nice fresh coconut smoothie, and then a Thai tea. So that is our dinner this evening.
Thank
Thank you very much. Thank you for
Daniel
you
was
do.
our elephant guide today, and he's also an incredible chef here at the restaurant.
Yeah. Thank you
Thank you,
very much.
Daniel.
When we come to more local resorts like these, we often see some of these workers, you know, wearing multiple hats. They have several different jobs, and I just think it's so funny that not only was Daniel over there the guide for today's elephant experience, but he's also working the kitchen, you know, like he's a man of many talents. We are now heading back to our little bungalow, and I think we might call it an early night because we have another big travel day ahead of us. We're going farther north into northern Thailand.
As we walk back to our place, I can't help but remember all of the incredible memories that we've made today, because hanging out with these elephants was such a once-in-a-lifetime experience that I'm gonna honestly think about all the time.
Yeah, and it was so cool that we got to share it all with you. And we do still have so much to do here in Thailand. We have what? A month, or not a month.
I wish.
Yeah, I wish.
Yeah.
We still have a week and a half here before we move on to the next country. So if you want to see where else we go, hit subscribe as we travel to 50 countries around the world. And with all that said, bye-bye or lagon.
No.